Hello Internet, it's me, Aaron, and welcome to the very first episode ever of Controller Throwers. Here's how this channel's going to work, now that I've had some time to think about it. I'm going to be playing famously frustrating video games from my childhood. I'm here to go back and conquer the games that had me screaming and throwing my controllers in frustration and own them. I'll be live streaming my live playthroughs on twitch.tv/controllerthrowers. Follow me there to be alerted when I go live. And then I'll spend some time editing the footage and giving some final thoughts on the game and either recommending that game to you to give it a play or recommending that you stay far, far away from it. Those videos, along with some captures of my more memorable live streams, will be available right here at controllerthrowers.com, which brings you to this YouTube channel. A lot of this is me taking care of some unfinished business. Some of it is very much nostalgia-based, but there's a place for you here too. If you have a game from your childhood, or even a more recent game, and you want me to share your pain, feel free to recommend it by leaving a comment on this video.
For heaven's sake, get on with it! Oh, go on, don't just sit there.
But enough talk. It's time for our very first episode. Let's do this. Today we're going to be talking about Starship Titanic. Yes, this is my actual copy that I saved up for by mowing lawns when I was in high school. If you're not familiar with Starship Titanic, as it says on the game case, it is written by Douglas Adams. Now, Douglas Adams is perhaps most remembered for writing The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was originally a radio play, then adapted into a series of books, then adapted into a BBC television series, then finally adapted more recently into a Hollywood film. But he also wrote Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, which was then adapted more recently into a television show as well. I haven't actually seen that yet, but I'm looking forward to it because I like the books. But when I was in high school, Douglas Adams was something of a personal hero to me. He wrote a lot of really, really funny stuff that was also quite insightful in a weird way, delved into the philosophical, and I enjoy his writing to this day. Happy Towel Day, everybody. I don't know if everyone here knows, Douglas Adams passed away a few years back, sadly, way before his time, and a couple weeks after he did, that was called Towel Day. If you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you'll know that you always need to know where your towel is. I have mine right here, and I'm wearing my bathrobe because, you know, Arthur Dent. I've got lemon grab here to help keep me company. I've got a Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. So cheers. Thanks everyone for joining me here on my very first live stream. Let's play this game. This is Starship... I almost said Starship Troopers. This is Starship Titanic. And it does work. Believe it or not, you can get this game to work on a modern PC. It took a little finagling. You play a hapless, silent protagonist, haphazardly launched into the adventure of a lifetime, when the Starship Titanic crashes into and completely annihilates your home. Oh my god, what's going on? Sweet Jesus. You are then forced, asked, to help repair the ship and make it right again. Now I can interact with people.
All you need to do now is type in yes, meaning that you will help, and we can get going. That's yes, Y-E-S.
You want me to help you after you completely wrecked my ship? My ship, Spock. So no, no.
I'm afraid we don't have time to footle around. An odd way to spell it, but that will do fine.
Now, you'll notice that I was typing in my answer there. This first interaction is, of course, a joke, and no matter what you type in, Fentable the Butler bot will act as though you responded in the positive. But for the most part, the robots, and they are all robots, that you interact with in this game, will respond rather uncannily in many cases to what you actually type in. It's not dissimilar to the chatbots you see around today, except, of course, that it doesn't have the benefit of years of trolls talking dirty to it on the internet. But it was considerably more interactive and intelligent than previous attempts at this, like Ask Eliza. And for this reason, the system was called Spooky Talk. What made Spooky Talk so different from previous adventure games is that rather than look for a specific sentence and grammar structure, it would parse the text that you input and actually try to make a best guess at what you were driving at based on what the text contained, mostly looking at verbs and nouns.
And don't come whining to me for upgrades, because you won't get one.
So that is my card.
Craig.
That's my room key and,
Bellbot.
oh,
To the
Bellbot. Oh, Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig. I'm your bellbot today.
I love Craig.
Hey,
He's very
I
MS2
see you're not
3K.
carrying any luggage. That's great. I can take a little time off right away. And I see you're super galactic traveler class, so I guess you can find your own way to your room. The door's over there. The elevator's round someplace. Relax, stay cool, enjoy.
Craig has a really relaxed work ethic. Of course, there still are generic responses that characters will give when Spooky Talk is unable to correctly take your meaning. This happens at the oddest of times, like when I was trying to be polite to Nobby, the lift bot, by saying please and addressing him by name. Floor 31?
Hello, sir. I don't know where you want to go, not having the gift of third sight, but I have to tell you my arthritis is pretty bad today. So up will be a bit of a problem. Sir!
Floor 31?
Floor 31. Affirmative.
But for the most part, it works pretty well. Having said that, the second most annoying thing in the game is dealing with and trying to find the right way to phrase something. This is a common problem to pretty much all adventure games which require you to enter text. For some reason, though, it's all the more frustrating here, perhaps precisely because Spooky Talk does work so well for the most part. When you do encounter a problem and you can't word what you need to say the way that it needs to be worded, it kind of takes you out of the game and breaks the immersion. It gets frustrating pretty quickly. But what's the most annoying part of the game, you ask? The parrot, played by Terry Jones. I would describe the parrot as the main antagonist of the game in a lot of ways, if there is such a thing. Super Galactic Traveler class, clearly a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There will be many of those in here. There's also several voice actors from Monty Python, so listen for them. Oh god, speaking of which, the most annoying character in the entire game.
Oh, there's a bleeding native voice! More like a bleeding disaster, if you ask me!
You may...
What do we hit now? What do we hit now? Oh, Ben! Oh,
I'm
there we go again!
having
It's
flashbacks.
something else,
Shut up!
What do you expect of a ship's got in there now?
The ship's... Okay, so I was being rather impatient with our annoying friend here, and I cut him off, but you can see where he was saying, what do you expect if a ship's got no brain? That's the problem. The ship is has an AI. The brain is gone or missing. We need to repair. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. You may have recognized this as the voice of Terry Jones from Monty Python. Or maybe not, because it's mostly squawking, but it is Terry Jones.
Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here.
That's Terry
Race
Jones.
of 11! Race of 11!
Most of the challenges in the game come from creative uses of items available to you, convincing the ship's robot staff or the parrot to do things for you, or manipulating the environment. The best example of the latter, and one of the most straightforward puzzles in the game, is using your super compact hotel room furniture to create a stable enough platform to get up on and watch your TV, so that you can enter a contest and win an upgrade to get a better, less compact hotel room. But yeah, dealing with the parrot is clearly the most annoying part of the game. Not only because his voice is so extremely irritating and shrill, but also because if you don't do things exactly right, it can have unintended consequences. I remember back when I first played this game, I broke it by doing something incorrectly and in the wrong order, such that there was no way to proceed. And I had to actually start over from the beginning because all of my saves happened after the point. I hadn't realized I'd broken it until later. Somehow, years later, I managed to do the exact same thing in this playthrough. And yes, I had to start over again.
You are entering. Unhand me, you person! Stop it! I shall screech! I shall screech! Screech! No, screech! Don't threaten, wound you, or pick you! Screech! No!
What you got for me?
Screech!
I suck. And I... Okay. Here we go.
So I'm sending him hopefully to my room. Do you read Thunder King?
That got lost.
No, it got lost.
See, Mother.
You see, I forgot to mark the room number to send the parrot to before putting the parrot in the succubus. That's the ship's pneumatic delivery system. Normally, no big deal. If you put something in the succubus and send it without a destination, it gets sent down to the build room at the bottom of the ship. Receive? But you see, the mother succubus begins the game ill, with something caught in it, and you need a feather to send through the system and make it sneeze, clearing it up, before you can recover anything from it. But you get the feather from having the parrot in your inventory and waiting too long to do anything with it, so it flies away. And I put the parrot right in the succubus because I remembered that it flies away. But now it's stuck in the succubus, and I can't get the feather, which I need to get it unstuck. Don't be like me, kids. Alright, can I talk to you? Oh, I can. Heyooo! There exists a room in the ship with statues, which kinda, sorta resemble the various robots on the ship. They have levers which you can pull, which are unmarked, but which make similarly unmarked gauges attached to the robot's move. It's an interesting puzzle piece, and it relates to several other puzzles, and I like that it's not spelled out for you. The game sort of expects you to experiment, which is fun. Oh yeah, check it out. So these represent the bots that they look like. So I'm guessing this is Craig. And you can see these gauges on the side. These gauges here represent the mood or like personality of the robots, and I can kind of fuck with these levers and things and change their mood. Okay, let's see what that did.
Bellbot needed urgently.
Is he manic now?
Hey, little guy. Wanna see something funny?
Yes.
Look, no batteries. Cool, huh?
The robots all have distinct personalities, and they really do sort of grow on you after a while. It's fun. It really does feel like you're having a conversation with artificially intelligent beings. Ding ding.
Lovely to meet you too. What can I get you?
You can give me that glass first and foremost. Thank you very much. I'ma take this. Boom. I think that's all we need to do for now. So maybe see if he understands late 90s AOL speak.
Look, I thought
He
you
does
said
not.
you'd help me, but you're just standing around talking. I hope you won't think me forward, but could you give us a hand to get out of this damned loop?
And when you finally stumble upon the right combination of lever pulls and find the right words to say in the right order to get them to do what you want them to do, it feels really good.
Bellbot needed urgently.
Small world, eh?
It is. Smash the TV?
Yeah.
Yes!
You bet. Smash
Yes!
the ship. Smash the ship. Smash the ship. Bellbots are bad.
Yeah, we should fuck shit up. Yeah, we should fucking start a riot. Nice. Casual destruction. Nice. We got a little chime of destiny. And even if I complained a bit during the live stream, it's got that puzzle logic, like, you know, brush the thing on the thing to make another thing. It's funny, and it's fun. Sometimes you'll approach a character and they'll just say something that'll make you laugh out loud. I laughed aloud during this playthrough, and I've played this game before. Let's talk to the maitre d'. Maybe the maitre d' can't be helped because he's gone to pieces.
No fiddling about, please.
And now I will fight you.
Again, I did have to start over, but I was eventually able to get the feather and help our friend the mother succubus get over her sinus issues. I believe I do this. Maybe I just need to maybe I need to send something now?
Feathers? Feathers make me sneeze.
There we go. Whoa! Cinnamon challenge. Succubus addiction. Okay, so I got my feather back. And I got a corpse. Who doesn't love a... Oh, I got a nose, too. I got Titania's olfactory center. And a blue fuse. And that is... I want to say it's...
You won't suck.
Robostigan?
I suck. He won't blow. I blow.
She's gone from suck to blow.
If you were wondering about what I just said in that clip about getting a nose, the object of the game is to repair the ship's AI, Titania, by restoring the various parts of her AI core which have been scattered throughout the ship. So it's sort of like a scavenger hunt. Let's go put this in Titania. Phrasing boom. While some of the puzzles are quite simple, they're also all pretty organic. And by that I mean you don't have some schmuck in a hat telling you, "Bring me 5 sheep carcasses and I'll give you this dagger." You sort of just muck about on the ship and explore and flip levers and turn knobs and do things. And it's this wonderfully free feeling about the whole thing. On. Speed. Oh god. So, we just committed Starling Massacre. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. There's a real feeling of accomplishment when you acquire new items, even if they aren't as cool as swords and guns. The game just has this odd, quirky, fun feel to it, and it's really hard not to enjoy yourself. Nothing compares to you, Sinead. Ah yes. Smash glass. This is going to be satisfying. Oh yeah! Hey, I got a rather long stick. One of the most difficult puzzles in the game involves the parrot and how you need to tempt him off of his perch using a chicken. But he's an extremely particular eater, and he's very fussy about how the chicken is prepared. It has to be hot and greasy, but not too greasy, and the succubus will try and eat the chicken unless you cover it with mustard because it doesn't like mustard, but the chicken doesn't like mustard either, so you have to demustard the chicken. It's just a huge pain in the ass. Man, I really don't have to go back and forth several times, but apparently I may have to do this. Alright, let's see what happens, because right now it's a cold, very plain chicken. If I go here, I get some mustard. Cold chicken coated in mustard. Yeah, he's not going to like that. Damn. Alright. So maybe give it to the succubus? And get another one, hopefully. No.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I think that got lost. You'll have to see Mother.
Oh, god damn you. Dude. Okay. The parrot was saying that he wanted a greasy hot chicken, but if you actually try and give him one, he's going to complain about this being too greasy. This game is pretty sadistic like that. So, I'm going to degrease it with a napkin, put the mustard on while it's still hot, and then hopefully while it's still hot, send it via the succubus system to the parrot's room, get back up here before it turns cold, and then demustard the chicken because it didn't like mustard, and then give it to him, and then he should be fine. Okay, that little bing tells me that I should be... No! Are you fucking serious? But it's also kind of hilarious and extremely satisfying when you get everything right. Except when you forget to do one last thing and realize you didn't get everything right.
Chicken, squawk! Oh,
Yes!
Bliss! How ecstasy! How ineffable nosh!
Oh no! Oh no! But I needed the parrot!
Sometimes when you win, you lose.
Although adventure games are infamous for having quirky solutions to puzzles, these never feel so outrageous that you could never think of them, and yet they are often creative or strange enough that you don't guess them right away. I think I remember this now. Okay, this is gonna be great. You watching? The Maitre D-Bot's arms came in handy. The final puzzle is perhaps the most straightforward, but also one of the most challenging. It's a 3D mapping puzzle requiring you to triangulate 3 stars at... Stars? Wow, I turned into a Canadian Aaron for a second. Hey guys, yeah, how you doing, eh? It's a 3D mapping puzzle requiring you to triangulate 3 stars as a reference point, using a 3D virtual map and a 2D photo of a starry night above your house as a guide. It's pretty clever, but also pretty frustrating. Oh yeah, so once I'm locked in here, I have to kind of orbit. Oh my god. This game was asking a lot of high school me. This game is asking a lot of 30-something me. Oh my god. But once you've completed it, you'll have the privilege of knowing you finished a game many people haven't even heard of. But they really should, because despite being a bit of a controller thrower... Okay. We can triangulate based on these 3 stars. Slowly. Yes. Oh my god. Whew. Set destination, please. Or a mouse and keyboard thrower, I guess. At times, it is a real gem of the adventure game genre. And one of the funniest games I've ever played. In fact, I think before Portal came out, this game is the game that made me laugh the most.
I'm sorry about what's happened to you. I'm even more sorry about what's happened to me. You have lost a house, I have lost a life and a dream. You may not care about my life and my dream. Well, I don't really care about your house.
Please check out Starship Titanic if you are at all into point-and-click adventure games, Myst-style puzzle games, or just a big Douglas Adams fan like me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Douglas. I mean, Leovinus. Thank you for this wonderful and charming game. Is that it? Are they going to end on freeze frame? Cut to black. I think I killed the parrot. I think I killed the pea.